Good afternoon, YouTube. Don here. I'm sending you an informational video on these lights I installed on my Volvo here. First thing is I already have pre-existing lights right here on mine, so I have power and a ground source. If you do not have that, you're going to have to run power and a ground to hook up these lights down here in the bottom that I hooked up. First thing I did is I took and drilled a hole right here with an upsized bit until the light fit, and I put them in there. To take this panel off, there's two bolts here, down on the bottom step the same way. So there's 8 bolts there. You take them off, then you get down here into the wheel well. There's one there and there's one down at the bottom. You pull them out and this whole back fiberglass panel right here lifts off. So then you're able to get to it, turn it around, and you can drill them holes down in there for your lights and put them in. And then I just ran wire up the backing and plumbed in to the light here for the marker part of it, hooked into the ground, hooked into the hot lead, was good to go. For the turn signal, what I did is you can take a screwdriver here and pop this outer cap off and you can get into this light. And I pulled that side blinker light off and spliced into the power, and then what I did is just ran along the inside of the sleeper here down into the bottom of the floor and plumbed it out the bottom. I just come out the bottom of the sleeper there, and then what I did was out the bottom of the sleeper, you can see the wire right here, and I just wrapped it, come along here underneath the catwalk here, and then it comes right here, and then that plumbs into the turn signal part of the light down there. And that's how I basically hooked up the power to them lights and into the turn signal. When you run it through the truck sleeper there, it's pretty easy, and you just run the wire along underneath the matting there, and there's some plugs, and you can poke a hole in the plug and run it out the bottom and over to that panel. So I mean, it's not really hard to do it. It does help if you already have lights on the truck and that you can plumb into. If not, you're gonna have to run a hot lead for power and then a wire for the ground and to put them in there. So that back panel, if you didn't know how it was, it's just the 4 bolts on the top step, the 4 bolts on the bottom steps, 2 inside the wheel well there by the tire, and then it just pops right off. So it makes it really, really easy to get to if you didn't know how to get that off of there. And that's just kind of a rough idea of how I did it. I should have took a video installing them, but sometimes it's not always the greatest to do. So hopefully this will help you out if you decide to put any lights down there. And also the light that I have right here, that light there, that's just plumbed right into that same hot lead for the power, and ground is that side marker light. So everything lights up and works good, and that's basically kind of what I did. All right, thank you.